Hello, it's Marek. Welcome to MDrives. Today I will be adding something which I was missing in this car from the very first day, and that is an Apple CarPlay. So unfortunately, this car being an early 2017 car, pre-LCI model, this was only an option which you had to tick during ordering your car. Unfortunately, the first owner of this vehicle haven't done that. So when I purchased the vehicle from BMW, my first question was, can you add an Apple CarPlay for me? And they said no. Obviously, this is a lie. It can be added. You just need to do a couple of bits. First of all, your car needs to be equipped in a Pro nav. If you have a small screen, unfortunately, this won't work for you. However, there is a way of adding Apple CarPlay to your car with the small screen. I'm gonna leave the link somewhere here so you can watch another video where I've done exactly that by adding an MMI box to my older car. Going back to this car, there are two things we have to do in order to get Apple CarPlay. So, first of all, you need a Wi-Fi antenna because unfortunately this car isn't equipped in one. Luckily, this can be purchased from the internet for about £9 with delivery. So nothing expensive. The second part is coding. So Apple CarPlay needs to be coded in. And again, there are two different ways of coding in your car. You can either use one of the coders, so you can either meet with them and they will connect a laptop to your car and do it for you, or they will ask you to buy an ENET cable which connects your laptop with a OBD2 port in your car, and then they will do it remotely through a VPN. You need a connection to the internet for that, but again, they charge you roughly the same, so about 80-100 quid for that. However, there is a cheaper way, which I'm gonna try today. So instead of meeting or paying a coder for doing that, you can actually buy a code and access to a software which then you can use to code it yourself, and it meant to be really easy. So I found a website to a company which sells a code which you can use to code your car. So it was only 29 euros, so I decided to get it and see how it works. So I received two emails, one with confirmation of order and a nice PDF instruction which actually gives you link to a special software, and it also tells you exactly what to do step by step with the screenshots, so it looks pretty simple. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to code the car now, and then we're going to jump to the more physical section where I'm going to have to take a couple of parts off the dash to get to the back of the head unit and connect the Wi-Fi antenna. So let's get to it.
So after receiving the emails with the links, I followed them to download the software I required for this modification. You can connect your laptop with your car via ENET cable. This cable can be purchased on the web for about £16. Once it's all connected, you can open the software, which should find your car's VIN number. Due to the copyrights, I won't be showing the whole process, however this should give you a good idea how the process looks like. It's very simple, you don't have to do much, you have to press start once your vehicle is identified and then just wait. At one stage you will see that your screen goes blue and the coding starts. Once it's all done, your head unit will restart a couple of times before letting you back into the menu. When the process stops, you can exit application and disconnect the laptop. Now you have to restart your head unit by pressing the mute button and holding it until your head unit restarts. That may take between 10 to even 60 seconds. Once you're back in the menu, you should be able to see Apple CarPlay being available. At that point, you have to follow the instruction and unpair all of your devices and start connecting from scratch. Once you add your new device, everything should be linked up. However, if you don't have antenna installed, like in my case, you have to proceed to step 2 and install the antenna, because otherwise, despite phone and car talking to each other and seeing Apple CarPlay, they won't be able to fully connect.
So I'm going to start with removing this top vent section. Actually, you can probably take it off without using any tools, simply by pulling. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think it's just the bottom which needs a bit of help. Yeah. Okay, so that came out pretty easily. So now we need to remove these 2 Torx here to release the front panel. It would be easier to actually disconnect this panel because there are 2 wires going into your buttons. However, I'm not going to do that because otherwise I would have to disconnect battery. So yeah, there's no point. You don't really have to do it. It will just make the access a little bit easier. However, it's not something you have to do in order to complete this job. And that's the second one. So once that's done, we can pull out the front panel of your radio. Again, you just pull it. There's nothing special about it. That's it. So I can push that back in. Again, you can disconnect this if you disconnect your battery, but I'm not gonna do that because I only need to connect one cable to the back of the head unit. Head unit again is held by these 2 Torx, so I'm going to progress with unscrewing those, and we should be able to install the antenna. Interesting fact, so my car has a hi-fi system, so not Harman Kardon system. However, the head unit is actually made by Harman Kardon. Okay, so both Torx are out, so I should be able to pull this unit out. Now we need the antenna. As you can see, the antenna has a 3M tape, so you can actually stick it somewhere and it won't rattle. The cable is quite long as well, but we won't need that because it's just gonna go somewhere on the side over there. So there is that purple one here which says WLAN, which basically means wireless LAN. So that's where we have to connect our antenna. So I think there's only one way which it can go in, so we're safe. I believe it's all in now. So I'm gonna place the antenna somewhere down there. Once we have antenna connected, I'm going to slide it back in. Now the head unit is back in place. We can push back the AC and radio panel. So it just needs to be pushed in back in place. That's it. Now we can fit in the remaining 2 Torx. Okay, all Torx are back in place and we are ready to push our vents back in place. Again, this is just need to be pushed back in. We are all set to go now. Hopefully everything will work now once I turn on the car. start it. So you have to follow the instructions. The instruction says that you have to unpair your phone with your car. So I already deleted all the phones I had in my car in the memory. I've also removed it from my phone. So I forgot my car. So now what I can do is go to manage mobile devices on the iDrive, connect new device, Apple CarPlay, confirm. Now my phone found it, and it gives me a PIN pair. Okay, checking passkey, allow, and hopefully it will connect. So connecting to Apple CarPlay, this process may take some time. So hopefully it will work. And it works! Oh wow, brilliant. Also, I forgot to mention, this is a full screen version of the software. So if you would purchase it with the car, you would only get a partial screen. You wouldn't get full screen Apple CarPlay. With this hack or reprogramming, you actually get a full screen Apple CarPlay, which looks absolutely brilliant. I finally will be able to use my Waze, my Spotify will look so much better. So absolutely buzzing about having Apple CarPlay in my car. Something I'm gonna be really happy with. So for those of you who actually have Apple CarPlay, but it's not a full screen Apple CarPlay, you can also use the same software. So for around 30 euros, 25 quid, you can do it yourself on your drive. So all you need is Windows based laptop. I think the Windows 10 is the oldest one it supports. You need a cable. You need to be able to connect that cable to your laptop. So you need your laptop with the network cable, or like I used a USB dongle, which basically allowed me to connect that cable to my laptop. Apart from that, you just get the code, you get the antenna if you don't have it. If you have antenna, happy days. And for around 25 quid, you have Apple CarPlay in your car when BMW told you you can't have one. Like I said, I left the information to the company's website in the description of this video. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Remember, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and I see you soon. Thank you, goodbye, do widzenia.